Hello, everybody. I just wanted to talk about sports. Now, I'm a Yankees fan, a Giants fan, I'm a Knicks fan, and I like the Capitals in hockey, and I get into college sports. I get into University of Maryland sports. I get into Notre Dame football and soccer a little bit. What Europeans and most of the world call football. I like Manchester United and New York City Football Club. But my main sports are football, basketball, baseball, and hockey, with probably baseball being my favorite. Now, right now, we are in the midst of baseball um, off season, and the Yankees came out with a splash. We got a trade for Juan Soto, lefty bat, probably one of the best lefty bats in the game. It's really, really good. And then just nothing, absolutely nothing after that. We need pitching. We need to refurbish our bullpen and the bench. But mostly we need starting pitching. And if there names being bandied about, I'd be fine with Snell. I'd be fine. Blake Snell. I'd be fine with Jordan Montgomery or even the Japanese pitcher. To me, sounds really good. Um, Shota Imanaga, I think his name is. He would be a really good addition. I think. I don't know why a lot of teams aren't going after him. He'd be really, really good. He was the best pitcher in the World Baseball Classic. I think he would be awesome. But whatever, the Yankees aren't interested, it looks like, unless they change course and go that way. Um, we'll see. There's also a Cuban pitcher that pitched in Japan. Um, I forget his name. And but we need somebody. We need at least one pitcher out of that group. Maybe a trade and a free agent pitcher, or maybe just one pitcher out of the group. My money's on Blake Snell right now because that's the big rumor. But I would also be fine with Jordan Montgomery, who just won a World Series, and Blake Snell just won a Cy Young award. So that's like the ultimate award you could win as a pitcher. I mean, we have Cole who won a Cy Young. To say we would have two Cy Youngs winners in the rotation from the same year from last year, that would be outstanding. I don't see why people are against that. They say he walks people. I think it's more like an El Duque thing, where he walks guys to get to the easy batters. He's doing it on purpose. It's designed. It's not like he's walking guys just to walk them or because he's not good. He's doing it on purpose. So that's that. We need pitching, and then in football, where to begin with the football with the Giants? Oh man, we're tried this rebuild. Last year we made the playoffs and won a playoff game. Then this year, oh man, 5 wins. That looks like it's all it's going to be, unless we could pull a rabbit out of a hat. But we really don't want to pull a rabbit out of a hat and win the last game. We want to get a good draft pick, so we're rooting for a loss to get the best draft pick we can get. We will see how that turns out. Um, but we need offensive line. We need a quarterback. I would say quarterback first, then offensive line, but going either direction. Um, I don't know the top guys, but the guy I'd be gunning for a quarterback would be Talia Tungavailoa, or however you say his name. The two is little brother. The guy from the Dolphins, his little brother, who played for the University of Maryland, my favorite school. He'd be a guy I'd go after and call it a day, and then go for some offensive line help and some defense. Excuse me. And that'd be the direction I'd go in. but we'll see how they go. Big needs are quarterback, offensive line, um, defense. We could use it all. And if we don't fix this ship and make the playoffs by next year, I think they got to start thinking about firing the coach and the GM. We'll see. Maybe they don't do both. Maybe they just fire the coach. And if the GM don't get it right in the next coach, but like, how many coaches are we gonna fire? I mean, I think we're still paying like McAdoo, Ben McAdoo. If people could remember back to Ben McAdoo, he was like two coaches back, and I think we're still paying him. And we're gonna be paying him, Shermer, and Dable if we fire Dable. I don't know about that. And then as for the Capitals, we won a Stanley Cup, first one ever. It was great. It was a fun ride. We played the Vegas Golden Knights to beat the to win the Stanley Cup, and that was fun. And I don't think they've been good since. I don't really care as much about them. But then there's the Knicks. They're like a playoff team. They're gonna make the playoffs. The question is how far they're gonna go. Last year they went to the second round of the playoffs and then lost. That was a step in the right direction. Hopefully we go even further this year. We could use a trade. Maybe bring in that guy Donovan Mitchell. Is that his name? Something Mitchell. They call him Spider. I bring in him if I could. If we can't bring in him, somebody that's gonna put us over the top and turn us into a championship caliber team. I think we're close. I'm kind of upset we got rid of R.J. Barrett and quickly, but you know what? We're winning since we got rid of him, so I'll ride this ride till it ends. Till it stops. Ride the merry-go-round till it stops. Basically, or the Ferris wheel, whatever you want to use as an analogy. And as for my other sports, college, Terps 3 bowl games in a row wins. That's pretty cool. Notre Dame, the football team won a big bowl game. I'd like to see them win a national championship. I think that they're the kind of school that you would think should be doing that. But bowl game's good. I like the bowl game win. And my other sports, it's like they're just fringe sports. I'm not like that into them, so I don't know much about them. But the basic idea of sports is it's supposed to be fun, but you want your team to win ultimately. And in sports, I don't know if this is true for European sports, but in sports, you lose more than you win. And it's kind of like the analogy of life. You have so many hardships in life that sometimes it seems like the chips are against you, that you're never going to get a break in life. Uh, my sister has cancer. It seems like she can't get a break. She's the cancer is being killed by being made smaller and whatnot by the chemo, but she's in extreme pain and doesn't know how much more of the pain she could take. So that's the tough hardships of life that you see in sports. Maybe not to that extreme, but there's more losing than there is winning, and that's just sports. That's just the way it is, and sometimes that's life. Like, whoever said life was gonna be fair? No one ever told anybody that, unless you were like some rich privileged kid growing up, with actor parents or something. Then you get whatever you want, you know, whenever you want it. But life just isn't fair. So like, okay, like I haven't seen my it's going to be 15 years this October that the Yankees have won the World Series 2009, and I think that's a long time. But then like my mom, she hasn't seen a championship for her Mets since like in 1986. I mean, Oh, that's like even further back. You're talking like 40 some odd years, right? Like, I mean, that's a long time. So, I mean, that's just like that's just how it is. That's just sports. You lose more than you win. And most fans come back. We just keep coming back for more. And it's like in life, as tough as life is, most of us stick it out and just try to do the best we can. And that's just the similarities between life and sports. Is that, as tough as it is, I mean, obviously some people commit suicide, and that's unfortunate. But I mean, my brother-in-law committed suicide, and that that's the unfortunate side effect of life sometimes too. But um, most people just stick it out, and you just keep coming back for more. What life has in store for you. You just keep coming back for the pummeling of the being bonked over the head every time, and you just go back and back and back and back until someday you're hopefully old and lived a long life, and then that's it. Then that's your life, and hopefully it was a good one. Um, but sports is sometimes even more unforgiving. Um, when the Red Sox won in 2004, they beat my Yankees in the ALCS, and I was very upset. But there were Red Sox fans who were witnessing a World Series victory for the first time in like 86 years, and a lot of them then passed away like right after the old people that like had seen the original in what was it 1920 1918 I guess 1918 and but they had made it all the way, and they seen the original back then, and then waited all that time, and then finally saw it, and then they died happily because finally their team won. Um, so as bad as I had it or whatever, or any Yankee fan ever had it. At least I got to see like 5 championships. I mean, that's pretty cool. Whereas Red Sox fans before that, nothing. I mean, for 86 years, and some shorter times who didn't live as long or weren't around for that long. And that's the part of sports that makes it tough. You just don't know. I mean, the Yankees, if we get a pitcher and do some stuff to the bullpen and the bench, I think we should be odds-on favorite to at least be one of the favorites to win it all. But it doesn't always work out that way. You know, never expect things to turn out the way you thought they would. And that's not just sports, that's life. Like, um, right now things are going pretty good for me. I lost over 40 pounds on Manjaro, and it's great. I mean, I'm getting new clothes. They just recently, the federal government in America approved Manjaro for weight loss, so I could keep taking it as long as I need it or want to. Excuse me. And things are going good. The new year is treating me well so far. I mean, it's not too bad. I'm walking every day almost. I think this week I'll walk 3 times a week. I usually do it 4 times, but we didn't walk Monday because of the holiday. And I'm losing weight. I just got The Age of Adeline on Blu-ray and digital, so I'm really happy about that. Watched it on Blu-ray yesterday. Really good movie, by the way. I really recommend it. But yeah, I mean, things are going good, but just don't expect. I shouldn't expect it. Like, to keep going this way. There's gonna be something that's gonna come along that's gonna throw a wrench into it. And again, sports and life. It's just don't you don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen. In sports, another aspect of it. What is this? Is this a? I think that's part of the thing on my. I got like a headband on. Um, but that's the the aspect of it that you just don't know. When are the chips gonna fall? When are things gonna go good? And my advice is, have fun in life as much as you can, because although you need some serious stuff too, you need to work, make money, um, make sure you're living comfortably. But if you don't have the fun parts of life, like for me, I like to go to the movies every Tuesday. If I didn't have that, I'd be a lot more depressed. Like during the pandemic, it was bad because I didn't have that. But I need that outlet. I need a movie every Tuesday. If not every Tuesday, if I can't get it Tuesday, then Wednesday or Thursday. But I need a movie like once a week. And if I get that, my life is a lot happier. And I'm just saying, have fun. Don't forget the fun part of life, because if you forget the fun part of life, then you're going to be a miserable person. And just take it day to day. Don't go too far ahead. Don't go back. You don't want to go back and think about all the bad things that happened in your life, even if it was a week ago. Just try to move on. Try to stay in the here and now. Try to keep it today. Today is what we live for. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. And if we do that, whether it's sports or life, whatever, and just have fun, I think we're all going to be better for it. And that's my advice. And if we could all live by that creed and just love and be happy and be peaceful and don't hate anybody, because we all are special in our own way, and we all deserve love, and we all deserve compassion, and we all, no matter who we are, no matter what lifestyle we live, we all deserve to be loved. So I'm going to leave you all there. I think I've gone on way too long, but I think I've said some pretty good stuff, starting out with sports and then going into life. So I will leave you here, and have a great, great day. And may the force be with you.